So, Sean, you talked about being on a cruise and going to Key West. Were there any other places that you remember that were really good about your trip?
Yeah, we ended up in Cancun for 2 days, and I have a really interesting story that I probably shouldn't tell, but I will
Okay.
anyway. Um, well, the first day it was just normal. We went shopping. We checked out the local sights and sounds, and went to a old Mayan temple.
Nice.
But yeah, it was kind of scary. They told us that they had human sacrifices and everything there, so
Ooh, gory.
yeah, it was kind of creepy, but Um, on the second day, we went snorkeling, and um, well, we lost track of time. The bus dropped us off at around 12 o'clock noon, and we were supposed to meet back at the bus at around 4 o'clock. Fortunately for me and my friend, we didn't have watches, so we went snorkeling. And while we were snorkeling, we found these underwater tunnels, which were just filled with fish and coral, and we basically lost track of time through swimming through all of them. And oh yeah, another story about that is we actually saw a sea lion,
Oh,
and
really?
a sea lion, yeah, just came up right next to us, so we patted that, and then
I let you touch it.
it let us touch it, yeah,
That is cool.
yeah. So we swam around for the sea lion with the sea lion for a little bit, and then we headed back because we thought it was around 3 o'clock, but unfortunately it was 4:30 and the bus had already left.
Oh, no.
So we had to rent a taxi, and I would say that taxi drivers in Mexico are probably the most dangerous taxi drivers ever. Um, on our way back, I noticed that his speedometer wasn't working, and we must have been going around 130 kilometers per hour down this road. It was only a two-lane road, one lane for one-way traffic and one lane for the other way traffic. But he was driving on the shoulder of the lane that we wanted to get on. So he was passing trucks and cars and motorbikes just all on the shoulder. And
Oh,
he basically
man.
drove 130 kilometers per hour right down the side of the road. And we got to the ferry terminal where we were supposed to catch the ferry back to the cruise ship, or back to another island which the cruise ship was parked at. And and we actually missed the ferry by 3 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, so they told us that the next ferry would be 3 hours later, and we just couldn't afford to wait because the cruise ship was going to leave. So we couldn't think of anything else but to charter an airplane. So this is all on my dad's credit card, mind you. So we chartered an airplane and we flew to the island, which was about a 10-minute flight. It's not that long,
Right.
but it ended up costing us around 500 US dollars.
Oh, man.
That was just to get back onto the cruise ship, and ah, it was just the worst time I think I've ever spent there.
Oh, man, what a story. Well, what did your dad say about the credit card bill?
I got billed for it a few months later.
Right.